Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Ready? 56, right there, 56.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now second and 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Winston. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Groves. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Groves. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Reyes looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Breida. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the Bills' 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Let's go. Come on.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up.
Oh, now Breida loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Shreds the tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Grant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Reyes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reyes. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Winston. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matt Breida, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reyes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Reyes. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. On 1st down, Groves. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Back to throw. Reyes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reyes. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Go, let's go. Let's go.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Groves. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reyes. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Keep playing.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40
second down. Here's Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, 66 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down now, Groves. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Reyes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 50. Mike, flip it. Let's go, team.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. 6 right there, 56. I'm here. Green, triple team. I'm here all day. Check that. Follow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. To throw on 2nd down, Reyes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Reyes looking downfield for Jones. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Breida. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have it. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight. Showing up. Hey, let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Reyes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reyes. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.